Hi everyone, my name is Parul. Welcome to my channel Parul English Lab. In this video, I'll tell you how to use nonetheless and nevertheless in a sentence. So please watch this video till the end, and before going ahead, please like and subscribe to my channel Parul English Lab, and don't forget to press the bell icon for future notifications. Now let's get started. Nonetheless and nevertheless. They both are adverbs, or you can say they are connecting words. They connect two clauses and they always show a contrast in a sentence. This means that in a sentence, first clause says something and then the second clause says something opposite to that. So this way it shows a contrast in a sentence. There are some other adverbs or connecting words also that show contrast in a sentence. For example, having said that, that being said, that said, however, though, although, in spite of, despite, anyway, still, but, yet, mind you, etc. But it's impossible to talk about all these connecting words in a single video, and that's why I have made quite a few videos on these words. Like I have made a video on having said that, or that being said, that said. Then there's a video on in spite of, despite. There's a video about although, though, however. So I have made 4 or 5 videos on these connecting words that show contrast. Why do I make separate videos? Because all these words, they follow a different structure. The word order is different. They are used in different ways, and that's why it's not possible to cover all of them in just one video. Now today we will talk about nonetheless and nevertheless. So they both are used to show contrast in a sentence. They both have the same meaning and they can be used interchangeably. It's just that nevertheless is more common and nonetheless is less common. Now let's look at some examples. It was raining heavily, nevertheless we went shopping. So here in this sentence we can see a contrast. It was raining heavily. So generally when it rains heavily, people stay at home, they don't go out. But here in one clause we are saying that it was raining heavily, and in the second clause we say that we went shopping. So because there is a contrast, that's why we are using nevertheless. Here you can use nonetheless also. It was raining heavily, nonetheless we went shopping. So they both are correct. Nonetheless and nevertheless, they both can come at the starting of the sentence, at the end of the sentence, and in the middle of the sentence. So here this sentence can also be framed like it was raining heavily, we went shopping nevertheless, or we went shopping nonetheless. So it can come at the beginning of the sentence as well as at the end of the sentence. Now if you want to use it in the middle of the sentence, then nevertheless or nonetheless will come just before the verb and after the subject. Like it was raining heavily, we nevertheless went shopping. So after we is the subject, comes nevertheless or nonetheless just before the verb. Nonetheless or nevertheless went shopping. So this way you can use these two words. Now here you can also use however. However is the most common connecting word that is used in these kind of sentences. People prefer to use however. So if you say it was raining heavily, however we went shopping, so that is more natural, but you can also use nonetheless or nevertheless. He is annoying, nevertheless I love him, or I love him nevertheless. Or you can also say however I love him. He is very annoying, however I love him. She didn't get the promotion she wanted, nevertheless she continued her job. Or she continued her job nevertheless. Or she nevertheless continued her job. The movie was boring, nevertheless I watched it till the end. Or nonetheless I watched it till the end. You can also say I nonetheless watched it till the end, or I nevertheless watched it till the end. Sometimes people use nonetheless or nevertheless with but. For example, the traffic was heavy, but nevertheless we reached on time. You can also use but and nevertheless separately, but we reached on time nevertheless. I forgot my laptop at home, but I managed to give the presentation nevertheless. Or, but nevertheless, I managed to give the presentation. Nevertheless or nonetheless can also be used in place of anyway. For example, I can't come with you guys because I have to finish my work, but thank you nonetheless. So this means, but thank you anyways. I'm thankful that you asked me. However, I can't come with you, but thank you that you asked me. So thank you nonetheless. You can also say thank you anyway. So this way we use nonetheless and nevertheless in a sentence. They both are adverbs. They are used to connect to clauses. Now please practice, and you can also share some examples with me in the comment section. If you have any doubts, you can mention there. I'll try to reply to you. Now please revise and like and subscribe to my channel Parul English Lab, and don't forget to press the bell icon for future notification. Thank you. Take care. Have a great day.